Hi, welcome back to the Bear Dog Show, and we're here today with AP Bio expert Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew's credentials include getting a 3 on his AP Bio practice test and opening his book more than 4 times the entire year. So today, what did you have to talk to us about?
Well, today, Bear Dog, we're here to talk about the cephalopod. And then you might better know them as cuttlefish or octopus or even squid. And when I say octopus, you might be thinking that I'm here to talk about its ink. But rather, we're going to dig deeper. We're going to go to the cellular level. We're here to talk about the RNA editing sites that all cephalopods have.
So, what exactly do you mean by this RNA editing?
Well, you and I, we go through protein synthesis. And what this means is that our DNA, which is in the nucleus of our cell, transcribes these bases into an mRNA that can leave the nucleus of the cell. And once it goes from there, it travels the ribosomes, where it completes transcription, and it becomes different bases linked to different proteins, and then proteins build up your body.
So in a way, this RNA is kind of what builds the DNA, so it creates us.
Exactly. And what makes this cephalopod so powerful and so smart is that instead of changing its DNA, it can change its RNA according to its surroundings. So let's say you're living in a temporarily mild climate here in Indiana, and you wanted to move to Antarctica. So your enzymes needed to change their function. If you were a cephalopod, you could change your RNA to correspond with the enzymes that you would need to have a successful life in a situation such as Antarctica.
Wow, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
So in a way, humans would take a long, long time to do a process like that. And they often say evolution is for a population, not an individual.
Yeah.
But octopus and cephalopods in general kind of prove otherwise.
Yeah, this is an exception here. So as time has evolved, natural selection chooses which individuals or which group is the most fit to reproduce. And many organisms, any other than cephalopods, they rely on random mutations in their DNA from crossing over in the genome to create these advantages. So it's pure random how fast or slow a population may evolve. However, once you get to cephalopods, they evolve on an individual basis according to their surroundings and needs. Now, this can also come with some drawbacks.
I was just about to ask. This sounds like it'd make cephalopods almost immune.
Yeah.
Like, where does this go downhill for them?
Well, exactly. So on the surface level, it might seem like they're the most powerful organism in the whole animal kingdom. Here's a staggering statistic. Mice and humans are more closely related. Now, mice and humans, it's like mice and then a huge person, right?
Yeah.
Are more closely related, so much evolution has passed since then, than a squid and an octopus. Now, before I took my AP biology class, I thought squid and octopus were like the same thing. I didn't think there was a difference. I don't know about you. But
they
those
both squirt ink, right?
Yeah. Squid do not squirt ink, but octopus do. However, those two guys go further back in their lineage, even though they seem to be almost the same species when you just look at them. Actually, mice and humans are more close to the same species than octopus and squid are. And the reason for this is this RNA editing. The RNA editing doesn't favor those random mutations in the DNA because each individual's organism or individual is evolving on its own. So obviously, natural selection has favored this process of RNA editing. However, those mutations that get passed on from generation to generation in the DNA do not last because this RNA overrides it.
That's crazy. I don't even know how that makes me feel. There's something out there that could just evolve and just take me over almost, it seems like.
Exactly. It's quite interesting, Bear Dog. We should definitely watch out for cephalopods in the future. They might be the aliens underneath.
Absolutely. I think we should definitely have some scientists look into this because we all know I'm not qualified enough. I only got a 2 on my practice exam.
I know. I barely scraped out a 3 and can't say I made it to too many classes this year.
All right. Well, you heard it here. Dr. Drew, he had some interesting things to tell us today. Dr. Drew, thank you for your time.
Hey, thanks. It was always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Bear Dog.
And then next up on the show, right after this next break, we'll have Dr. Hannah Williams coming in to tell us about human evolution.
And our Finstagram, I've heard it's fire.